Hey Clay,
Hey Andrew, how are you?
good. How's it going?
Not too bad. Just got off work. How was your day?
Oh, lots of studying for other classes. This class is going to be an interesting one for sure.
Definitely will. It's all new to me, so should be good.
Yeah. Is this your first online class?
It is not. It's actually I've taken two before this, and I'm currently in four.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm used to what it's like online. I like it. It's not too bad. How about you?
That's good. I've probably taken over 20 online courses at this point.
Really?
Yeah. I work full time and go to school full time, so it's the only way I can really mix the two. So I'm pretty familiar with getting everything working online and making it all mesh.
It's hard to schedule, especially with a full-time schedule. So where do you work?
I'm over at a sunglass hut working retail sales. That's one of the reasons why I'm not crazy concerned about this class. It's While it is retail sales, it's structured very much how it would be in a professional selling environment. I don't have standard retail responsibilities. I get to do a lot of it's just pure selling and very complex for the most part. So it mimics what it would be in a professional environment.
Yeah. So how long have you been there?
I've been doing that for almost 2 years now.
Awesome. So I guess you like it?
Love it. Very fun. And I like my dad's in sales, so I have a really good understanding of sales. That's why I was really excited that I finally got to take this class.
Yeah, yeah, that's one thing. I'm actually in the logistics industry, like the automotive, so I don't really know what sales is about. So I'm too excited for that. No one in my family is involved in sales, so I don't think I really even have any friends that are a sales major either. So I'm new to all this stuff.
Yeah, I understand a lot of the concepts. It's now kind of putting it to specific vocabulary and kind of fine tuning it a bit for me. So it'll be kind of interesting putting what I've already learned in the real world to textbook type principles.
Yeah, that's one thing. And plus, like you said, having a retail job, that'll definitely help you. You'll be able to, lean on your experiences to help you out.
Yes,
Whereas
thank.
I just sit in an office, so I don't really know any of that.
Yeah, I love working with people too. So doing these sales calls is going to be interesting. I'm not like online presentations, so it's definitely going to be interesting getting used to the whole Google Hangouts and doing like a scripted sales call.
Yeah,
Whereas I've always had like, all right, customers walk in your door, go get them, instead of all right, you got to go call on them, and that's going to be an interesting change from what I've already been doing.
yeah, that's the other thing is I've never done an online presentation. I've done like, 30-second or 1 minute long introduction videos. I've never really face chatted someone. So even this is new. All new experience. So
I've done a few online presentations with recording, more than just like a basic introduction. And like this social call is pretty simple, thank goodness. When it gets into like scripting stuff, oh my gosh.
yeah, I'm a little nervous for that. But luckily, it looks like we'll be given some kind of like a layout. We just kind of fill it out. But the final call is apparently we're not going to know the topic till like last minute. So I got a lot to prepare for.
Yeah, I think we're doing it like each section individually, and then we get to put it all together at the end,
Yeah,
which is where I'm gonna be practicing for days.
definitely. And in front, I find it weird because it's so different to talk to someone in person versus the computer screen.
Hmm.
I feel like you can't read emotions quite as well. So
And yeah, when like in person, it's everything's kind of thought up like on the fly, quick, quick, quick. And recording a presentation or a chat like this, you can kind of see yourself down at the bottom and you like catch what you're doing and you don't have any and you have do-overs for the most part and like you get really self-conscious and you're like, okay, wait, pause, need to go do that again and
yeah,
again and again, and it's now like, all right, we're just gonna kind of correct this on the fly and kind of try and get back to the main point, and all right, we're out of our little situation.
Yeah. So what kind of stuff are you into? Do you have any hobbies, or what do you do?
Yep, I do a lot of motorsports stuff, so that's always been a terrible hobby to have. But it's nice because since I do a lot of that, I get to look. I have my hands in way too many industries, which is good and bad.
Yeah.
Kind of, I'm always looking at how the world works. So when I'm doing that hobby, looking at all like aftermarket companies, major automotive manufacturers, and I'm at retail with like a bunch of manufacturers and stuff like that, and retailers and a million different things.
Yeah, I saw in the discussion post for week 3 that you race cars too.
Don't race them. I sort of build them whenever I have free time, which is almost never until I graduate.
Yeah.
Uh, that's one thing. If I don't do well in this class, I don't get to graduate in December, and I am. Whew.
Yeah, I'm the same. I got to do good too. Yeah, I know the same feeling about the automotive thing. I'm big into cars too, and I know the pains and joys of owning a car. You know, breaking it, having to repair it. But it's also fun to find like aftermarket parts to learn. You know, you learn new things every day. Like, oh, that can help my car. Oh, this can help my car. Then it adds up, but it's fun. You know.
Yeah, and you gain a ton of technical knowledge, which actually I've found that more than anything, like bringing that into like retail experience, like understanding different kinds of materials, finishes, manufacturing processes. You can get like crazy in depth with that.
Oh yeah.
Like, all right, I broke some random axle. Okay, cool. It was machined this way. All right. Okay, wow, this product I'm selling, it was actually machined the same way. Okay, so I'm doing this, 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 and this. This is the one that's strong enough for you.
Yeah.
That's how they make it. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I'll buy that one.
Yeah, it's cool because I remember I don't remember what the specific part was, but I broke something real basic on my. I have a Toyota 4Runner all off roading in, so I'm breaking stuff often, and it was a simple little part, and I was researching it, and then I got like carried away with, oh, this is cool, you know, and before I knew it, I spent 5 hours researching a $10 part, you know, but it's pretty cool.
Before you know it, you become a guru, and then it's almost actually pushed me into aftermarket automotive sales just because I know so much. I've interviewed for a few places to do that, but working that out with school sometimes is a bit tough.
Yeah, yeah, I'm part-time right now. So I always thought about that. I'm with my family business. I thought about when I'm full-time if anything would change, you know, maybe I don't want to work there, you know, explore. I even thought about that too because I have a couple friends that are welders.
Hmm.
So it's pretty cool, different things you can learn.
Definitely, definitely. And so are you trying to take this class so that way you can like apply sales to your family's company? Or
Yeah, I like to network with people. And
mhm,
you know, a big part of networking is explaining your business and selling the points of it,
mhm,
which is kind of my weak point. I'm not very good at getting straight to the point when it comes to selling what we are, our, you know, our services.
mhm.
So I'd like to learn how to do it. And I figured this class would be a good start to that process.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, I'd say with some marketing classes, I'm in two right now, two marketing classes. So
Mhm.
that should help too, because marketing is huge, you know, got to stand out in the industry.
Absolutely. I'm doing that. I was hoping to use this as well since I only do retail sales and I'm missing out a lot of like the business to business side and a little bit more on the professional side where you like actually calling on clients, helping a buddy develop one of his brands and try and get some of his products to retail locations and other stuff like that. So it's like, okay, you gotta really sell that.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to learn a bunch of that stuff. Though I got all the basics down. Got
Yeah.
all the basics down.
It's definitely a skill. It's kind of a skill you either have or don't have, honestly. And I guess this class will also help me find out if I have that skill, even, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And I think it was maybe chapter two or one of the lectures where they were talking about how like some people believe that salesmen are either born or made.
Yeah.
Is kind of a combination of both because I was never good. I just picked up some junk retail job just to pay the bills at one point, and then I ended up like I totally sucked for the first few months, and then I got really good at it, just by keep going, watching what they do and getting using that to kind of do a baseline and improve and go over everything, and ended up making really good money.
Yeah.
So hopefully I can use that to expand my buddy's business. And I don't know, you can definitely train people to sell, although it may not be the best thing that they're
Yeah.
suited for.
Yeah, I kind of think it's a mix of both too. I would say the born aspect would be like a real up tempo, you know, upbeat personality definitely helps in being relatable to people. But I do think you can definitely learn and improve the ability to sell.
Yeah, not everyone's going to be a born Don Draper.
Yeah, do you watch Mad Men?
Yes.
That is my favorite show ever. Oh my god, that's the best.
Actually, reasons why I really wanted to do, because I was like, all right, I can do a marketing minor. Kind of want to move over towards a professional selling minor. Always loved it, and Mad Men mildly convinced me to kind of move more towards this direction. At least had me switch my major over to management. It's
Yeah.
like way better than engineering. And Don Draper's my hero.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with that show. That was good. That did you watch the final season? Have you seen it yet?
I don't know.
Oh, it's
I
crazy.
had not looked into it in a while. So
So you said you were engineering
I
before
was, yeah.
at Southern Poly?
Yes.
Oh,
So I was thinking about doing like a sales engineer type thing at first when I was thinking about switching, and then I was just like, you know what, I'm done. I'm done with calculus. I'm done with all of that. I would much rather be in a room with a bunch of people talking. That's way better. And that was also when I had switched to retail and learned that I'd kind of figured out that I can start selling, and it was like that's kind of where natural skill lies
yeah.
instead of sitting in a cubicle all day, which I
Yeah.
get to sit in my little personal office all day. As much as I love school, I get to. I hope this class doesn't take up too much time since I'm doing the whole full-time and full-time thing.
Yeah.
I'm taking 3 classes, so time is going to be a big concern for.
What's your opinion on the whole KSU SPSU merger? Because I've known a few people that hated it for some reason. They thought it just like ruined their, you know, reputation as an engineering school. But how do you feel about that?
It did and it didn't, because stepping back and watching the old SPSU administration, they failed.
Yeah.
It's it's simple management principles. You failed. You could not expand to the point where like your school still stayed small. It was, it was a good school, but you weren't able to brand yourself as something that was anything other than a cheaper version of Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
So it I think it's good that it's under KSU. KSU has more money to um, put towards like engineering competition teams, which I'm on one of those, doing the marketing stuff. Um, and yeah, it's good. I was going to say it was managed better than SPSU, but of course, recent scandals. We'll just not talk about that.
No, she's gone
But
too.
yes, yeah, with those, I'm like, at this point, I don't even care. I am so close to graduating. I just want to get out. I'll figure out where I'm going to get my MBA later, and
Why would you
we'll
get
wing it.
your?
Hmm?
I'm sorry. Did you say grad school? You're going to grad school
Yeah.
afterward? What would you go
Yeah,
for?
I'm not gonna do it immediately unless unless a company will like immediately cover tuition. Like if I can find a job where they'll cover it,
Yeah.
yeah, working on that. But they probably won't, and I'd probably have to work a few years, and then okay, yeah, you're valuable, and we want you to go ahead and get that next level of education for us.
Yeah, I've always thought about going to grad school, but I think I'd wait a couple years, get some real world experience full time, you know, because it's rough. I hear it's like 2 years of pretty intense stuff. So
Yeah, and like since I've had a lot of peers, which I'm still not crazy concerned about this class because I have more or less that real world experience because I've been working the whole time I've been in school. Exception of like one summer or like maybe a semester, I've almost always worked full time and full time. So I'm getting the best of both worlds. I'll get a degree and I'll have however many years of experience. So I can actually, it's a lot, it makes a lot of my classes easier because I can apply everything I've learned to a textbook instead of graduating and applying everything I've learned from a textbook in the real world and it being, you know, you kind of having that difference. It's
yeah,
even like reading discussion posts, it's very easy for me to do discussion posts. And I feel kind of bad about sometimes being like, I totally disagree with how you said that. And like, I think you're totally wrong because they don't seem to fully understand what they're talking about. And like, this is just a bad discussion post. Like, I have nothing to say to this other than you're wrong.
yeah, it's true. You learn a lot on the job. You know, I've done several things where I can relate what I learned at work to school, and I feel like it gave me a huge advantage. You know, especially in management classes because we have way different personalities in the office. We have about 35 people,
Mhm.
and you could just like learn how people act or react to certain things, and then you hear about it in the classroom. You're like, oh yeah, yeah, I know about that. You know, it's
Mhm.
kind of cool how you could like translate work and school together.
Yeah, I feel bad for some of the other students. Like their parents are just like putting them through there, and they don't have any of that work experience, so they don't. They're kind of looking at the world from a textbook out, and that's an interesting one for some people.
It is. I'm definitely more hands-on than read. I'd rather do something than read about it. You know, I'd rather
Mhm.
do it and not be so good at first necessarily.
Mhm.
Read about it, you know, and hope I'm good at it. I'd rather fail actually doing it than just read it.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Right.
Cool. Well, it was nice to meet you. I'm sure we'll be doing several more of these again.
Yep, it was nice chatting with you, Clay.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Talk to you again soon.
Alrighty, bye.